how are you? I miss you. So you guys must be like, oh my god, this girl's uploading another video. She must have not broken her camera yet. I have not. But this video is about who am I? Who is this chick? So if you want to know more about me, continue watching. It is October 13, 1985, making me currently 30 years old, which I don't mind because I feel like I have accomplished a lot in my life, which I'll get into my video. My parents are still married. They have been married for about 32 years. I have a brother who is 13 months older than me, but I like to annoy him and say he's my younger brother, and he gets so annoyed with it. And he just currently got engaged, I want to say a week or two ago, so congratulations to them. And then what else? So I went to Regis College. It was all girls when I went. It was the year I graduated, 2007, 2008, they became co-ed. But so I went to Regis College, and it is in the richest town of Massachusetts, which is Weston, Mass. Weston. It's where Bill Belichick lives. He's the coach of the New England Patriots. Go Patriots! And then most of the Patriot players and some of the Red Sox players live in surrounding towns, such as Natick, Wellesley, and I forget the other town, but it's like David Ortiz of psychology. I did a double major just because in the future, when I grow up, I want to be a therapist who owns her own business. So I went for my management degree as well. So I have a degree in management and in psychology, but I mostly focused on psychology. What else? So the whole reason I went to an all-girls college, because everyone must be like, why did you go to an all-girls college? It's because I wanted to focus on my academics. I wanted to focus on like me, and it's college. Like, I want to have fun and everything. But I did play soccer freshman, so we call it like first year and fourth year. But I did quit halfway through senior year because I wasn't playing that much. So that is something about me. For college, I played forward. Please mind you, I didn't get into my accident yet, so I still have both legs. So with that, I also met my now husband freshman year of college. But every time he came to visit, I actually got introduced by a friend. So she was my friend in college, and she was his friend in high school. So when he would to come visit and everything, they would come visit me, and I would be like, no, I'm sorry, I have to go to the gym, or I'm going to the sauna, or I was probably going to practice or something. So we really didn't even start dating until that summer. So that summer, we still had AIM. So I'd like, I'd be at my friend's house. I'd be like, oh, go send him a message, like, see what's up with him. And from then on, no. So then I went to a party, and from that party, it was his, like, friend's birthday party. From then on, we started dating. I actually came home because he lived 2 hours away, so I stayed at his house, his parents' house, whatever. And when I came home, I was like, what are we? Because I was like this shy little girl and everything. And he was like, well, I thought we were going steady. So I was like, I'm so excited. But yeah. But true story. So I graduated in 2007. 2008, we got married in January because I always wanted to have a winter wedding. I just wanted to get married. I didn't want to have kids right away. I didn't mind if I did, but mind you, I just moved from Boston to Springfield, 2 hours. I didn't have a job. I was basically working at Juicy Couture, and I was working at Dunkin' Donuts. So I wasn't working at a psychology job yet, or a therapy job yet. So I went back to school, and I was actually going to go for nursing. Because I couldn't really find a job at anything. So my whole family's all about nursing. So I was like, all right, let me just do the nursing track. I was doing the nursing track. I was in one of my A&P classes, I want to say, and the professor was like, I can't see you doing nursing. She's like, no, let's figure this out. So but either way, while doing that course, I met this guy, and he was like, oh, do you have a job for my wife and everything? And I was like, the jobs I have, I wouldn't recommend her working. So he introduced me to my current job, which I still have. So I've been there for about, I want to say 6 or 7 years. They just was like, congratulations, you've been here for like ever. But yeah, so that is how I got my current job. And from my A&P teacher, we talked about it, and I was going to do the occupational therapy assistant track. So you're probably wondering, okay, well, this girl already has a degree. Sorry, I had a bachelor's degree in psychology and management. Why is she doing occupational therapy assistant? She should have done occupational therapist. With an occupational therapist, you're writing plans for your clients. You're writing treatment things or ideas for them, and I didn't like that idea. I wanted to work one-on-one with the client. I want to see their growth and everything. So that was something that I did. I got accepted to first I got waitlisted. Then I actually got accepted to the program, the OTA. That summer was 8, 9, 10. So 2010. So that is when my accident happened. My best friend and I went to take a road trip to Atlantic City. I was like to myself, something bad's gonna happen. Something bad's gonna happen. I know it, but I also thought it was my fear because I never went on a trip with a friend. My mom was the type of female that was my type of never sleeping over someone's house. They're not sleeping over here. You don't know, they can steal something, they could whatever. Even though I've been friends with her for like over 5, 10 years, whatever, she just didn't like the idea. So I was like, you know what, it's just my nerves. Nothing bad's gonna happen, it's just my nerves. She had a DUI, so she was unable to drive any part of the trip. Going there was fine. We had a lot of fun. We stayed at one of the hotels. We took a little jitney, was this little bus to take to the boardwalk. We had so much fun, as I just said. We went to the clubs, we went to the casinos, and I think that was like probably one of the first times she was surprised at me because I was like, oh, like after we went to the clubs or you could drink on the beach at night. So after that, she'd be like, okay, and I'd be like, let's go to the casino at like 2 in the morning. She's like, what? But it was fun. So as we're like crawling in from the bars and drinking and everything to the casino, these little old people were like having breakfast and everything because they're just starting their day. But like I said, I also remember one of my trips was to Shoe Dazzle, which I recommend if you guys love shoes, subscribe to it. I loved it. It was $40 a month, $39.95 I think, and you got a pair of shoes every month. So I remember one of the shoes, the stem, actually getting stuck in the boardwalk, and I was so annoyed because my friend's like, ah, and I was like, are you fucking kidding? My shoe is stuck. It's probably like one of the last times I remember wearing heels like that. And a little more money, which was fine. But she also wanted to get gifts for her boyfriend at the time. So I was like, you know what? Like, I didn't see her leaving the casino anytime soon. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go get the gifts that you want, and I will meet you back. We came back. We ended up leaving, and we were going to New York City. And it was only supposed to be like less than maybe an hour drive. It was so much longer. So say if it was an hour, it was like an hour and a half, 2 hour extra. I was so mad. At that time, it's already nighttime. So the time we get to New York City, I was like, hey, why don't we rent a hotel? So I called up a couple of hotels. They were like over $300 a night. She didn't want to stay because she was getting her license back, reinstated that Monday. And she's like, no, let's just go home tonight. Let's just go home. My mom was like, Mary, the hotel prices are too expensive. Just come back. It'll be fine. Don't worry. So we ended up going to eat at the Hard Rock Cafe. I have a souvenir cup from them. I remember picking up. It would light up. Sorry, Planet Hollywood. Planet. Because Hard Rock I'm not a huge fan of just because of the very, very loud music. And I remember having like a frozen alcohol drink in it. I took a few sips and I was like, I'm done with the drink. Like, here, just pack it up and everything. Hey you guys, so I just wanted to say I recorded my whole video of who I am and what happened with my accident. But when I was editing today, as you could tell, I'm wearing like a different outfit and everything, different environment. But when I was editing today, I noticed that the second part of my video about my accident was very staticky. I also went over the time limit on YouTube. So I'm actually breaking up into 2 videos. The second part though, I might do a commentary or I might have to re-record that section because it is so staticky that you can't even hear it sometimes. But for this video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my page. See you guys in the next video, and hopefully the second video will hopefully be up by the end of this week. I know you guys are requesting it and I know a lot of you guys are waiting for it, but I'm really, really sorry.